What's up, everybody? Ryan Royster here with Last Supper Society, and the two brothers I have the privilege of chopping it up with today are literally changing the face of college attainment. They're closing the college opportunity gap for young men of color, and I know I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for men leading by example in my life. So let's welcome Michael Lynch and Michael Casper of Improve Your Tomorrow. All right, so first off, do people actually call you guys the Michaels? Because everybody I talk to is like the Michaels.
Yes and no. Like mostly they call us like Lynch or Casper. You know, some call like Mike, Michael. Yeah, it really depends.
All right, so it's just me because I've been calling you guys the Michaels this whole time. But to dive right in, so take us from homies meeting in high school to founders of IYT. How did we get here?
You know, man, we both just value service. I mean, you know, both of us, you know, grew up in similar type of environments, like single parent homes and communities that had, you know, challenges, but we also both had like support systems. You know, although I grew up in a single parent home, I had my dad, you know, who raised me and my siblings, you know, so that was critical for me as a development, especially as a black man, you know, to have a dad at home who was consistent, coached baseball team, basketball teams, right, was a provider, you know, and did his best. And, you know, Casper, right, had his, right, aunt, right, and other folks around. And we both went to Valley in a place where there was a lot of potential, a lot of talent, but not a lot of opportunity. And, you know, folks look like us, you know, we were the least likely to go to college, least likely to graduate, most likely to enter the school to prison pipeline. So we wanted to change that.
Yeah, I think a lot of it came down to the different opportunities that were presented to us. So Mike talked about, you know, having his dad, and in my case it was my aunt, and really and truly what they were able to provide through resource, through exposure, through motivation is what really helped kind of keep us on a trajectory that had a more promising future. So in turn, we want to be able to provide some of those similar access points to brothers. So we knew it was important to provide mentorship and exposure, and what we do through college tours and parent engagement were going to be some key recipes to our success, if you will. And we knew we had to do something. We knew we couldn't just sit on the sideline and talk about some of the challenges that we knew exist within our communities, but we knew we had to be active and being, you know, a part of the game, so to speak, and a part of change.
What is it that is specific to men pouring into young men and leading by example, specifically the model that you guys have?
Yeah, I think it's like the fact of where I've walked in your shoes, I've shared your experiences. I mean, when we first came into like Valley, when we started the program, we were both 24. You know, so the fact that we were there 6 years ago, literally experiencing the same teachers, the same neighborhood, the same challenges. You know, there's a motto that you are what you see. So like you have the ability, like if you want to be a college graduate, if you want to be an architect, you want to be in media, you want to be an attorney, it is great for you to be able to see that, someone who looks like you, shares similar experiences. So when you can put another young person in front of another young person who shares like a language, a culture, a background and experience, that helps them to give them motivation for them to want to be able to achieve their dreams.
I'll say one quick thing to that. I had a brother, and he was aspiring to do something, and he said, Mike, it's oftentimes to visualize something that I haven't like seen firsthand, right? So to Mike's point, the exposure, being able to have access to people that are either college graduates or in pursuit of being college graduates does a lot for our brothers just in regards to seeing themselves in those different places.
With all of the successes that you guys have had, when we really are talking about impact, what does success look like in terms of young men moving forward?
Yeah, I would say it's our vision statement. So a nation in which young men of color are overrepresented in higher ed, underrepresented in the criminal justice system, and leaders in their communities. And I would go on to say even servant leaders in their community. That is the vision in its essence. College graduates in careers, but it's the mantra of, you know, each one teach one, and how do we reach back and ensure we're creating pathways for our brothers that come before us, or after us, forgive me.
What's next for IYT, and what does that look like?
Yeah, I mean, we want to be the best in the world at what we do. So like next for us is like honing in on a product. It's making sure that all 53 campuses that we're in, all 3,000 brothers that we serve have the same quality experience, have transformational people in their lives, and have the tools that they need to reach their goals.
We appreciate you guys giving us a look behind the scenes at the two men that founded IYT. Any kind of parting words that you guys would like to kind of give to the audience, letting them know what you guys really stand for and what you guys are trying to accomplish at IYT?
You go, brother. Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, parting words, man. Yeah, for me, it's all about like leading with love. I mean, we believe that the young brothers that we serve are brilliant, ambitious, intelligent, and we want the teacher, we want the community to see what we see in them, because what we see in them is hope, like his leadership. So the parting words would be, lead with love in all that you do, and if it's not us, right, then who?
Yeah, and I think for me, I think for the brothers, because I'm sure we'll have some that tune into this, is to, you know, be flexible with the path, but stubborn with the vision, right? They all have committed to having, you know, college be a part of their future. And I think for the community at large, you know, thank you for the support, and you know, we just ask that you continue to help us, help others.
That's a wrap. Appreciate you fellas. You guys can tap in at improveyourtomorrow.org for services, more info, or to support. Thank you guys. Appreciate you.
Pleasure.